How's it going, mates? This is Charles. We're back with blooming Nightshade. Nightshade's looking good right now. I don't even know what color Nightshade is. Can someone comment that? Actually, I don't actually know if it's like meant to be like a pink or a dark blue or a I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what the term blooming Nightshade is meant to like mean in this scenario. It has to have something to do with lesbians, but I can't figure it out. Anyway, previously, okay, this is a new scene. I was gonna say previously we were working on Anime and Kiku, and we just started dating Kiku. But now I don't know what's happening here, so we'll see what happens here first. I had to stay after class to talk to one of my teachers, so I was late in getting back to the dorm after the end of school. Okay. Oh, it's my girl Kiyomi! When I was heading back to my room, I saw Kiyomi and Izumi standing by the windows looking outside. Well, we're gonna set these two up. I mean, I guess it would kind of suit, because we were kind of a trio, until I wandered off, basically. It's a really nice day today. It's a shame it's not a practice day. This is perfect weather. Well, why don't you just practice anyway? What's stopping you practicing? I walked closer, wondering why they were talking about the weather. Because they want to go outside. One of them likes jogging, one of them likes volleyball. You know, we could take a break from schoolwork and go on a run around the school grounds. Oh, Kiyomi, Izumi only plays volleyball. She doesn't do much else. Get some extra exercise in, huh? That does sound like a good idea. I'm surprised she didn't switch it to something about volleyball. I do feel like these two are a bit one-dimensional in that aspect. Like, they only, do one kind of exercise. But it's nice to kind of, exchanging activities here. They both finally noticed me, glancing over and nodding at my approach. Like, hell yeah. We might go on a quick run, Himeka. Want to join us? No, I'm fine. Oh, okay, being a bit antisocial now. Thought as much. Those dangly legs might get away from you. Good old Izumi, eh? Hey! Kiyomi shook her head and smiled. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit. Have fun then. We'll try. Izumi winked at me, and the two of them headed for the front entrance. I was gonna say school front entrance, but whatever. I glanced outside. It was pretty nice out, actually, but I wasn't really into running. Okay, cool. So what I got from that situation was my two best friends ran off, and I said, no, I don't want to go with you guys. Cool, great. I mean, I don't hate them for or anything. I just think it was a bit of an odd thing to include in the game. Fine, whatever. Right, so now that I'm dating Kiku, do I want to, finish off the Nanami stuff and then, go to Kiku? Or do I want to keep doing it in rhythm? I kind of like going one at a time, because then, there's a bit more variety to the game as you go forward, but still. I don't know, I'll do what I was doing before. I went to Kiku's room on the day she suggested, but when I got there, she looked really tired. She doesn't look much different to me. I mean, she's still got her arm up. Oh, we were doing that today. Sorry, I had to stay up last night for the club. What, 3 AM playing, the flute? That sounds fun. Are you okay? Yeah, but I don't know if I can play anything right now. Maybe next time, okay? She gave an apologetic smile that looked heartbreaking on her youthful face. I'm pretty... Oh, okay, not apologetic smile. I thought she was frowning for some reason. Are you well enough to talk for a bit? Kiku tilted her head at me. About what? I don't know, just about how things have been going, I guess. I'm not sure what we would talk about. I thought you mostly spent time with me to hear me play. With me being too tired to play today, there's not much for you here right now. Maybe we can just snuggle on the bed like a normal couple. I mean, heck, you can sleep on the bed if you want. I'll just sit. I don't know, I mean, I like looking at your face so much. Why not? I suddenly felt worried for her and worried that I was being a nuisance. Did it really seem like I only cared about her for her music? So far, you haven't really said you liked anything else about her yet, but yeah, that's just my opinion. There's more to you than your music. I wouldn't be a very good girlfriend if I only cared about one part of you. Kiku seemed surprised for a moment, then looked serious. It was a face that made her look her age. I'm sorry, I guess I was projecting my expectations onto you. Now, there you go. Does she also have a fear of failure? Well, at least she's not clingy, to be honest. A lot of people only really care about how talented I am with music. I guess I assume too much about you. Yeah, but you're a decent lad. That's also a good thing you do. I'm glad to hear that I'm more than just a pretty tune to you. I suppose I need to do better at being a proper girlfriend. I can leave if you're too tired. Don't force yourself. It's fine. I can talk for a few minutes. Okay, well, what about classes? What sort of things are you good at with schoolwork? Okay, and then we talked about that, I guess. God, I'm surprised she wouldn't be, like, irritated by me, because, like, clearly music is her life, and she's dedicating a lot of time to that. And we're being like, hey, do you want to talk about classes? What, if it were me, I'd be like, look, can I just please sleep? I need some. But then again, sleep is like everything to me. Someone interrupts my sleep, I just won't be happy with them. We talked about minor things for a while. Kiku wasn't skilled at small talk, but I guess that had never been expected of her. When I let her get some rest, I feel like I knew Kiku a little better. Just a little. I know now she's okay with history, but fucking hate maths. I guess. I mean, I really don't know, like, why we went there to, like, kind of annoy her, to be honest. That's what it felt like we were doing. Okay, fine. Nanami's being gay. Oh, yeah, this is when she wants to hang out with Azumi because she fancies her. Yeah, go for it. We've done that before as well, so that's fine. That's not so hard. Cool. So Nanami's finding another girl. That's nice. Even though, like, we recently... Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, if she's happy with someone, she's happy with someone. But saying that, whenever we suggest a girl with another girl, nothing really comes of it. So why is that option there? Oh, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna hang out with my girl Nanami after she, like, got wet over Azumi, my best friend. I got a text from Nanami asking me to come to her room, so I went over to check on her. Okay, she was doing homework when I arrived, but she put it away when I got there. Oh, that's nice. You must really need some attention right now. I made the pastries I wanted you to try before, but I forgot to give them to you. They weren't overcooked this time, so hopefully they're still good after a few days. Okay, I mean, what's in them? I still want to know the contents of your food, because I don't trust your food quite yet. I'm sure they'll be good knowing you. I'm looking forward to trying them. So that's a strange way of flirting, that's what I went for. Nanami smiled at me and stood up, unwrapping a plate that had been sealed with clear wrapper. Okay, I took a seat on Nanami's bed. I felt something hard and rectangular under me. Probably that weird fucking pillow or some shit. And I had to shift around a bit. Looking down at where I sat, I saw the outline of what I think was a book. Oh right, this was that hidden book, wasn't it? I can't remember what it was. I think it was like hid under a pillow and then like... Was it like Nanami hid it or something? I don't know, something like that. Hey, Nanami, what is... I'll get it. Scurrying over, Nanami dug under the covers and slipped the book under her arm. What the hell have you got? What is it? What are you lying to me about? Forcing the plate of pastries into my hand, she ran to her desk and put the book away. Are you hiding that from me? Well, clearly. I don't want anyone to know I have that sort of thing. She's looking at porn or some shit. She must have blurted it out without planning to, because she clapped her hands on her mouth and blushed hard. I'll try one of these pastries. Thank you. I took one of them and bit off a piece. A fruit jam gave the snack a lot of flavour. I guess that's okay, fruit jam, but as long as it's not like in the bread and a solid, like an actual, like, you know, solid piece of fruit. I like this one. What did you make it with? Let's see. She started rattling off the recipe, going over each ingredient and step. Well, I would have liked to hear that, but yeah, fine, whatever, I guess we didn't need to. I lost track partway through, but it looked like she was enjoying herself, so I let her keep talking. Try this one next. Okay, let's see how this one tastes. Okay, by the time we finished, I was no longer hungry for dinner. I guess I'll just skip it for today. Alright, but we don't know what the book was. I kind of really want to know that now. But it's okay, I can be patient for a bit longer. Not much longer, because I am losing my shit over this shit. Right, Shiori's being gay, cool. I don't know what happened there, but I know it's something I've done before. Alright, spend time with my musical bitch. You ever played musical chairs? Well, try playing musical bitches. You dance and then you have to sit on a bitch when the music stops. Sounds like a pretty good game. Really would be good for like Hasbro or some shit. Kiku called me to her room again, and I went over to listen to her play. When I got there, she had a large stringed instrument of some kind. A cello, I think. Glad you could make it. This isn't exactly mine. I'm borrowing it from a clubmate to fix it. Fair enough. I think the repairs are done, so I wanted to show off a bit before I gave it back. Okay. I smiled, though I felt goofy doing so. I mean, smiling is normal. It is just a normal human behavior. But if you feel weird about it, whatever. I honestly didn't care what instrument it was. I just wanted to hear Kiku play it. That felt a little silly if I considered it for too long. Okay. Here we go. Kiku took the bow and touched it against the strings. Her face took on a focused expression that melted into her trance as she began to play. Everything else around me seemed to lose focus as I listened to Kiku play. So again, we're having a great time listening to her music. Like, musicians aren't really like this, are they? Like, normally they want to, like, chill, maybe go out for food, maybe, like, have a walk, spend time with the pets, you know, stroke that cat's head and then play with its belly. Sorry, I have, like, my girlfriend has 6 cats, and I love playing with all her cats, even the ones that don't like me. I just feel like all this girl is now is a radio to Himeka. But I don't know, maybe this is how she works. I didn't know what she was playing, but it didn't really matter to me. After a few minutes of song, she seemed to transition to something else. This music gradually became darker, more sinister. I shivered a bit as it reached a peak. Kiku stopped abruptly, and I realized she had been watching me. Oh, good. It's going to turn out that Kiku's some kind of murderer. She does look like she's too innocent to be a murderer, which means she probably is a murderer. Sorry, I wanted to test something. Test what? How you'd react if I played something less light and airy. I've played a lot of the same kind of music for you, and I wondered if maybe that was boring you. Also, I wanted to see how you'd react if I played something you found unsettling. Well, clearly it would unsettle me. She frowned, apparently ashamed at having done this test without permission. It's fine, I still liked it, even if it was a bit scary. Okay. What scary music sounds like? I've never really been scared by music before. I still should have asked you. Well, okay, I tell a lie there. Gloomy Sunday scared me a bit. That's the only time I've ever been scared of a song. But that's because that song is cursed, apparently, and that's completely different. Anyway, I'm not a very sensitive girlfriend running an experiment without permission. Really, it's fine. Kiku sighed, but looked a bit relieved. I'll take your word for it. Thanks. She stood up. I need to bring this back. See you later? Yeah! Alright, bye bitch. I headed back to my room as Kiku went to give the cello back to her clubmate. I thought about the kinds of music she had played for me so far and wondered just how much more she was about to play, or able to play. Man, I'm getting all my words wrong. I ain't got that one, I've got wrong's words. Whatever. I guess I'm just too excited over all these girls. Okay, what's this? Isn't this when we set these two up? Or not? Okay, fine. I guess it doesn't really matter. I kind of miss Kiyomi now. Yeah, but whatever. Alright. I want to figure out what the fuck this book is before I go, so we're doing that shit. I asked Nanami if I could watch her as she baked something. After I got her permission, I headed over to the club room. Alright, hey bitch. You're not still mad about me, like, not getting with you? Not reproducing with you, aren't you? Okay. She seemed particularly into it when I got there, and only glanced up to give me a welcoming smile. Okay, I guess she's a bit more relaxed now, at least. Not wanting to mess with her flow, I stood nearby and watched her as she prepared the dough for cookies. As I expected, she was very meticulous with her motions when making food. I wondered if she did everything the way she baked or did homework. Oh, okay, so like everything else that we haven't seen. Like when she makes her bed, if like a pillow is out of place, she'll fucking have a mental breakdown. I mean, that doesn't exactly sound like a nice way to go in life, but if that's the way you want to do things, well, everything of that type. She wasn't as skilled with talking to people. Alright, that should do it. Nanami walked away from the oven, wiping something from her apron. It'll be about 15 to 20 minutes. You look pretty amazing when you're making food, Nanami. She blushed, clutching her hands in front of her chest. I just want to make sure I don't make any mistakes. I wondered if it was the stress of worrying about mistakes that ended up causing the mistakes she did make. As far as I can tell, you did well this time. And we have the timer set just in case you forgot. Okay, I mean, we're not really the chefs here, but whatever, I guess we know what's going on. Yeah. We sat together in silence as we waited for the cookies to bake. The silence felt weird, but I wasn't sure what to talk about. Maybe the fucking book that was in that room. Okay, when I was about to try to say something, the timer went off. I'll get it! Nanami seemed scared by the alarm, so her movements were jerky as she went to take out the cookies. After checking them, she scooped them off the sheet and onto a plate. She presented the plate to me. Here, I took one hesitantly. I don't know why I'd hesitate about that. I mean, they're cookies, like they're not going to poison me. Or do we not trust Nanami now? You aren't going to try one first? Don't you want to know what it tastes like? Don't worry, I didn't mess with them. Why would you say that? That's... okay. Nanami, you're very suspicious, you know that. That hadn't even really crossed my mind. No, me neither, so why is she saying that? Still, I took a bite from the cookie and my eyes widened. You should try one at least. These are good. Nanami took one from the plate and put it in her mouth. You're right, this is better than usual. Maybe having someone to bake for makes them taste better. I took another cookie, afraid of saying something embarrassing if I tried to respond too quickly. I'm glad I could help you then. Nanami giggled with joy. She took a seat next to me and we shared the rest of the cookies. Maybe I should offer to help her out sometime. At any rate, I'm glad I'm friends with Nanami. What the fuck was in that book? What? No, you can't do that. There was no other sessions, were there? No! Then why did you mention the... Oh, am I gonna have to date her to find out? Okay, so maybe I should date the girls I didn't end up dating. Like, date Azumi, Nanami, and Shiori? I think it was Shiori. Yeah, it was Shiori. I only say that because Nanami's got a secret. Izumi deserves it. I don't care much for Shiori, but... Well, now I feel like I actually am missing out on the game by not dating these girls. Good. Great. Well, it doesn't matter too much, I guess. It'll be fun to see, like, what else the game has in store. I also haven't spent Christmas with friends yet, and I don't know what that would do for me. But, you know what? It's fine. I think that is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to do, like, Kiku, spend Christmas with her, and then try all these other girls out one at a time as romantic interests go. And then, you know, it's not going to mean anything because I'm just going to be, like, you know, just piling through them like they're just tissues in a handkerchief box. But whatever, right? I mean, if you can relationship everything, why wouldn't you do that? It was a bit dirty for me and defeats the objective of, like, having some girls that you would spend time with and some girls where you're just like, no. But, look, I don't know. I just want to know more about this game. I want to know what that fucking book was. Like, there's so much unsatisfying about Nanami's playthrough. But you know what? What is she going to be like in a relationship? And what's going to happen with Kiku? Like, are we going to have anything fun? Is she going to play, like, a Christmas guitar or some shit? Well, we may see that in the next episode. But yeah, if you want to play the game for yourself and try and date some lesbians, date some girls, date some people that maybe aren't lesbians or girls, well, that's not going to happen in the next episode, that last bit. But the rest we may see in the next episode. And without further ado, look for the subscribe channel. Until next time, see ya.